Hello everyone, welcome to another challenging puzzle. It is white to play, and after a quick look, it is quite unclear on what white should do here. The only try for white, seemingly, is this move rook b6, trying to put the queen on f6 and then infiltrate on the last rank, which is the only weakness black has. So, after rook b6, let's say queen d5, we can just play queen f6, and after king h6 or king h7, we can play rook b8, and mate is simply unstoppable on h8, as our queen and rook both are looking at the square. So after rook b6, queen d5 is losing. What about queen c8? Trying to cover this rank with the queen. Then, then we simply have queen f6. After queen f6, king g8, and then rook b7. After rook b7, if they try to defend with the queen, then we have e6, piling up on this f7 pawn, and black's position just falls apart. So rook b6 looks very promising, except it is not the correct move, as black has this incredible resource rook a1, sacrificing the queen to win both the white rooks. So a line would be rook b6, rook a1, rook takes e6, rook takes b1, king h2, and e takes and f takes on e6. The best white has there is a perpetual by playing queen e7 check and queen g5. So rook b6 almost works, except black has one move which saves the game for them. So we have to find some other move. And after analyzing rook b6, we realize that the only weakness black has is this open rank on the last file. So we have to, this is a basically an infiltration puzzle where we have to get a rook and a queen into the last rank somehow, and then mate would be unstoppable. So what about rook b8? After rook b8, if black tries rook a1 again, then we cannot capture on a1, as black would capture on b8 and keep protecting this rank. So after rook b8, rook a1, if we try to infiltrate, then black can just capture on b1 and win a rook, as a rook would be pinned to the queen. So rook b8, rook a1, we have to find this difficult move queen h2. Queen h2 basically unpins the rook, enabling us to play rook b6. And if black captures on b1, then we capture on a1. And then queen d8 would be unstoppable, as the queen is overloaded. The queen has to defend the f6 square and the d8 infiltration square. So the solution is rook b8, rook a1, king h2. And after king h2, if black captures on b1, then we capture on a8, keeping this rook on the final rank. And we have this sustained pressure of infiltrating with the queen. So let's play it out. Rook b8, king h2, and now rook takes 8. Now we can just infiltrate and we can capture the queen. So that's the solution. Thank you for watching.